in the shadow of Pine Tree Hill, where the creek sings low and wild. I held her close by the fading light, the prairie's wayward child. We carved our names in the old oak's arm, beneath the watchful eyes of stars. That old porch swing and her sweet perfume, in a town trapped in old mason jars. But the rains came through like a freight train's cry, with a fury born in gray. And that pine tree on the hill lay down like my love washed away. In the whisper of the leaves and the weeping of the sky, everything we built, my dear, said its long, lonesome goodbye. Now the cabin stands, but it's empty as the gulches where we played, and the trails we walked are overgrown, like the promises we made. The gravel road that led to us now just leads to somewhere else, and the scarf she left behind is just a tale upon the shelf. The rains still come like memories that flood the dusty ground. That pine tree hill stands bare and rough, where our dreams once were found. In the rustle of the fallen leaves and the moaning of the wind, I feel her slip away again, and the ache that never ends. Underneath the vast and starry sky, I whisper to the night, all the love that's lost is just the cost of living out this life. But I'd pay it all once more to feel her hand in mine, to turn back to that summer day before we lost the time. So let the pine tree lie, let the creek wash it away, with all the tears and whispered fears that marked our yesterday. And in the twilight's gentle sigh, in the solace of the gray, I'll walk these roads alone, my love, where our old pine tree lay. In the quiet winds that move the dust, I'll carry you always. Though the land forgets, my heart set on the love that never sways.
On the edge of the mesa, under the old oak shade, where we carved our names in the bark, a lifetime ago it seems. Those summers rolled like thunder beneath skies white and gray, and your laughter mingled with the wind across the wild sage dreams. Now the wind left behind It whispers through the grass, singing tales of what we lost. The shadows in the dust, each gust a gentle reminder of a love that couldn't last. On this lonesome trail where the sunset bleeds and hearts turn to rust. Years drifted by like leaves down a slow winding stream. Your scarf still hangs on the porch swing, faded and worn. The cabin stands empty, a relic of our vanished dream, where silence speaks in volumes, and I'm left here forlorn. Yes, the wind left behind, whispers through the grass, singing tales of what we lost. The shadows in the dust, each gust a gentle reminder of a scarf you once cast on this lonesome trail where the sunset bleeds and memories just rust. In the quiet of the twilight, where the gravel roads, I found solace in the sorrow, in the pain of learning to let go. But these lands hold your echo in the whispering ferns, and I wander ever searching for the peace the wind won't show. Still the wind left behind, it whispers through the grass as I walk these lonely roads under fading stars aloft. Maybe love's just a shadow in the dust meant not to last, but I'll carry you forever in the quiet winds I've crossed. As the last light fades and the trail grows cold and undefined, I'll keep listening for you in the wind left behind. Out by the old willow, where the creek sings to stones, I left my heart hanging on the post of her home. My boots on the porch, dusty, worn, and bereaved. They've seen miles untold, but it's here they watched me leave. Oh, those boots watched me leave through the dust and the dead leaves. Echoes of her laughter in the breeze. The horizon holds my dreams, but my soul, it just clings to the ghost of her whisper 'neath the old oak trees. Town's just a shadow where our love used to dance. Now ain't nothing but the wind. Got a second chance. The saddle's worn thin like the scarf she gave me. Left it hanging on a nail in the shack by Dead Man's Leap. Yes, those boots watched me leave, past the chapel, past the grief. Sunset's bleeding like my heart in disbelief. Every gravel road whispers, every star's a deceit.
telling tales of a love now just dust and a thief. There's a truth in the quiet when the prairie grass sways, in the songs of the night, in the old bygone days. If love is a land vast and wild and free, then I'm lost in its borders, where her memory's the key. Still those boots watch me leave, never once did they plead. Silent sentinels of a love, now a faded decree. And I wander these lands where my heart can't retrieve the love and the life that these boots watched me leave. So I'll walk on under skies vast and heat, where my boots silent still watch me grieve. Out where the oak tree marks our names, the wind burns, cuts deep like wildfire flames. Hearing the whisper of the tall grass bends, your laughter echoes where the horizon ends. We carved our dreams in that old porch wood under stars, believing everything could. Wind burns like the tears we never cried, lost words in the gusts of prairie nights. My heart's wrapped tight in a dusty scarf's holding the saddle of sorrow through the land so cold. Wind burns and the memories just whirl, scattered like leaves in a long, lonesome swirl. Once the cabin smiled with candlelight, now shadows curl in the corners of night. The gravel roads where we used to roam now lead my weary boots to roam alone. Rain taps softly on window pane glass in the rhythms of a time that's past. Wind burns like the tears we never cried, lost words in the gusts of prairie nights. My heart's wrapped tight in a dusty scarf's holding the saddle of sorrow through the land so cold. Wind burns and the memories just whirl, scattered like leaves in a long, lonesome swirl. I whisper to the setting sun, forgive all the things we left undone in the twilight. Every shadow knows we're just prisoners of the winds that blow. Wind burns, the trail's end I've yet to find, fading tracks of the dreams left behind. But in the silence there's a song that yearns for one more dance where the wind still burns. Yes, in the silence there's a song that yearns for one last dance where the wind still burns. Out where the oak tree shadows lay, long into dusk, I found a scarf you left now faded threads of musk, by the old log cabin where our initials are still carved. A letter waits in silence, edges worn and starved. Oh, the winds, they whisper of you across the barren trails. Dust stirs memories like ghosts beneath the coyote wails. Each sunset bleeds like our love did, in scarlet and in gold. And every night I'm riding through dreams I can't hold. Gravel roads, they've shifted just like time's cruel hand. The saddle's worn and brittle where once it made a stand. That porch we'd sit just waiting for the rain to bless the land. Now it only echoes one set of boots and a solitary man. Oh, the winds, they whisper of you across the barren trails. Dust stirs memories like ghosts beneath the coyote wails. Each sunset bleeds like our love did, in scarlet and in gold. And every night I'm lost in dreams that I can't hold. Underneath the weeping willow, I confess to stars above, how the heart can hold such spaces filled with endless love. But the shadows grow in corners where your laughter used to stray. And in the stillness of the night, my soul just drifts away. Oh, the winds, they sing of you down the empty, endless trails where our memories roam like shadows hidden deep in veils. Each sunset's a reminder of the love that had to fold. And every night I'm riding, haunted by the cold. A letter waits unread, my dear, where tears and time prevail. In the heart of a lonesome cowboy riding the lonely trail.
In the shadow of the old oak tree, where the river bends and whispers low, I found you wild, you and me, dandelion seeds ready to blow. Your scarf a shade of sunset bright, tied to the saddle flapping in flight. We traced gravel roads till they disappeared, each mile together the sky we did. But dandelions held tight in the palm, turned to wishes in the winds of time. You're a memory in the dust of my ride, echoes of laughter and your hand in mine. With every sunset that paints the west, I find you still beating in this old cowboy chest. Now the porch creaks empty, the door swings free, echoing steps of an old melody. That cabin in the clearing with its quiet cold glow holds the ghosts of your laughter in the shadows, down faded trails where our dreams once ran. I walk alone, a solitary man, where wildflowers whisper in the fields you adored. I search for you, my forever implored. Oh, dandelions held tight in the palm, turn to wishes in the winds of time. You're a whisper in the dust of my ride, echoes of laughter and your hand in mine. Every sunset that bleeds through the west leaves your shadow dancing in my lonely chest. And I've learned that love, like wildflowers, grows in places left untamed. But holding on too tight, my dear, just leaves you with the sea, the rain.
Dandelions once held tight in the palm fade to wishes on horizons I roam. You're the echo in the canyons of my mind, a love lost in the sweep of time. Yet every sunset that dies in the west keeps you living deep within my lonesome chest. Out by the oak tree, where the wildflowers sigh, I first saw her smile with the sun in her eyes. Under that broad sky, where our dreams used to fly, her laughter would linger like clouds in blue skies. His shadow hides on the old porch where we kissed, in the creak of the saddle, in the evening soft mist. Every gravel road whispers her name through the pines. His heart rides the wind where her memory entwines. The cabin sits empty, the doors open wide, like the gap in my heart since she left my side. The path's overgrown where we once used to tread, through meadows and moonlight, where our promises were said. His shadow hides on the old porch where we kissed, in the creak of the saddle, in the evening soft mist. Every gravel road whispers her name through the pines. His heart rides the wind where her memory entwines. Now the sunset bleeds red over land she once roamed. This cowboy's alone, his heart's without home. No more her soft whisper, just the wind's lonely sound. But her scent in the rain on this parched, dusty ground. His shadow hides where our old dreams lie asleep, in the rustle of leaves, in the secrets they keep. Through the whispers of time, down the trails that unwind, his soul's tethered still to the love left behind. Let his heart ride the wind, let her memory entwine, in the shadows and dust where the past can't resign. His shadow hides, and with each setting sun, feels everything deep, yet says nothing, rides on.
shadow of the old oak tree. An old house stood weathered and free, windows like eyes heavy with tales, echoes of laughter, old love and wails. I tie my mare to the creaking rail, her breath a mist, her coat winter pale. Oh, that old house, it knew my heart, each wooden beam torn apart. In the silence of its empty hall, I hear the whisper of the fall, the wind through the cracks, a lonesome cold house rolled through, shadows and all. Years roll like dust down a gravel road, her scarf in my pockets, weight of untold. The porch where we danced, now quiet and cold, memories fading like silver turned old. Where laughter rang, now only the winds moan. An empty saddle, I ride alone. Oh, that old house, it knew my heart, each wooden beam torn apart. In the silence of its empty hall, I hear the whisper of the fall, the wind through the cracks, a lonesome cold house rode through, shadows and all. Beneath the vast, endless skies, you understand now truth few knew. Love's not just the sun, but the rain and the dew, and parting's a path old but feels new. So that old house, keep my dreams wrapped in the silence, sewn at the seams with every sunset that paints the plains. Part of me there forever remains. Oh, that old house, the keeper of my soul's refrains, rode through the heartache, the memories, the pains.
Town where the oak trees whisper under the lantern-lit skies. I met her on a dusty porch as the prairie wind sighed. Her laugh was a melody, soft as a summer rain, but her eyes held the secrets, the joys and the pain. Oh, how her eyes sleeps beneath the starlit plains, dreaming of the wildflowers after springtime rains. Every sunset paints her, but she's gone with the dawn, left me with the shadows where her light once shone. We rode through the canyons where river bends twist, her scarf in the wind, a spectral mist. But time, like the river, slips silent unseen, and leaves just the echo where laughter had been. Her eye sleeps beneath the endless aching skies, lost like the whispers of our last goodbyes. Every trail grows colder, every cabin bare. She's a ghost on the gravel road, a fragrance in the air. Now the saddle's worn, the leather cracked and dry, like the tear tracks etch where I once saw her cry. A part of me wonders on nights crisp and deep if her eyes sleep peacefully or if they too weep. So her eye sleeps beneath the crescent moon's embrace. In dreams I wander back to that old sweet place, though the world keeps spinning in, and I roam through the west. Her eyes like hidden stars, forever put to rest. Out by Lonesome Hill, under that old oak tree, where the dust spins gold in the late day's glow, we carved our names, wild hearts run free. In the bark they're faded now, just like the snow. Scarves in the wind, your laughter in the air. We danced on shadows of the coming night, your silver locket, moonlight in your hair. A memory's whisper neath the stars, soft light. Oh, Lonesome Hill cries, cries for you and me. Her tears are the rain on empty cabin floors. The wind, it moans through branches of the tree, where our love ain't sheltered anymore. The gravel roads, now overrun with thorns, lead to the porch where once your song would play. Echoes of boots on wood, now just forlorn, a symphony of what's been swept away. An empty saddle lays beside the trail where once we rode through fields of waving grain. Now all that's left is a lonesome nightingale, singing ballads of our joy and pain. Oh, Lonesome Hill cries, cries for you and me. Her tears are the rain on empty cabin floors. The wind, it moans through branches of the tree, where our love ain't sheltered anymore. Sometimes the heart is like those fading trails, lost beneath the weeds that time has grown. And in my dreams I roam where love prevails. As sunsets blaze on lonely paths I roam, each step away from where our love once grew. Lonesome hill cries and I can't find home. Oh, lonesome hill cries and I can't find home.
In the valley where the shadows meet the light, there's an oak tree carved with names that winds have slide. Beneath its boughs we swore on endless stars, in that quiet town where dreams weren't far, where the porch wood creaked under worn out boots, and love was wild, uncontested, absolute. Oh, how silence fell apart as you whispered goodbye with a trembling heart. Now the wind carries dust and my lone despair through the streets of a ghost town trapped in air. Every sunset bleeds the same old scarlet hue, echoing the love I knew. Echoing the love I knew. Now the saddle's worn, the trails have overgrown. Gravel roads lead to cabins made of stone. The scarf you left still smells of rain and pine, tangled memory in this broken line. The town's old clock stopped ticking long ago, just like my heart in rhythm slow. Oh, how silence fell apart as you whispered goodbye with a trembling heart. Now the wind carries dust and my lone despair through the streets of a ghost town trapped in air. Every sunset bleeds the same old scarlet hue, echoing the love I knew. Echoing the love I knew. On the horizon where the earth kisses the sky, I've learned love's a journey where some parts must die. A whisper in the canyon, soul learning to fly. Letting go ain't the same as saying goodbye. Oh, how silence fell apart in the breaking of my reluctant heart. As the stars watch over from where they always start, I roam these lands with your memory as my chart. Every sunset bleeds into a night so true, carrying the love I knew, carrying the love I always knew. So I sing to the winds, to the mountains high, a ballad of a cowboy under this vast unyielding sky. Silence never stays, it just transforms, it parts in the echoes of hooves, in the beating of broken hearts.
In the shadow of the valley where the oak tree used to stand, I carved our names inside a heart upon its age-wrinkled hand. There's a cabin on the hillside where the window frames the west, where the sun poured like a river on the scarf that graced your chest. Oh, the sunset stays, but you're gone away, leaving echoes on this old porch where we'd sway. Dust rises with my sorrow on trails where we did wrong. The sunset stays to light my way, but it can't guide you home. Now the porch swing's just a relic, and that oak tree's lying low. Storms have cleared the hill and hollow where our whispering winds would blow. My boots tread through the silence of a path we paved with dreams, and the stars don't seem as bright now, dimmed by all my silent screams. Oh, the sunset stays, but you're gone away. Every twilight burns a memory of that day. Rain washes over footprints, but yours are set in stone. The sunset stays to warm my heart, but leaves a chill to bone. Underneath that endless sky, where your laughter filled the air, I roam these restless roads alone, finding solace nowhere. Yet in every setting sun, your smile is what I see. And though I'm destined to ride on, part of you rides with me. Yes, the sunset stays, and it's here to say, like the love I hold for you that won't decay. Wind whispers through the sagebrush, singing soft your name. The sunsets will keep holding on, but I'll never be the same. The sunset stays. Oh, the sunset stays. On a porch where the oak trees keep whispering low, I left my love in the soft morning glow. Wind chimes danced to a song of despair, while the storm in the distance watched with a stare. Her scarf on the railing faded and wore, twisting like the feelings in the storm we had born. Oh, the storm watched me leave through the gates of dawn, under skies torn with grief, where love was drawn, across lonely trails where the wild shadows weave. I ride with memories, the storm watched me leave. The cabin stands empty on Bluebell Ridge line, its door swings soft in the sigh of the pine. The gravel road's covered with years of the rust, each step is a memory, each breath a gust. She's gone like the sunset that bleeds in the west, leaving silence and dust where her footsteps once pressed. Yes, the storm watched me leave with my heart strung tight, past echoes of laughter swallowed by night, on paths overgrown where we once dared to dream. voice in the winds, the storm watched me leave. Under the vast sky, the truth starts to clear. All I've lost grows as distant as it once was near. But the ache in my heart finds no reprieve in the haunting embrace of what I can't retrieve. So the storm watched me leave, and it watches still as I wander these hills with the cowboy's will. Through the rain soft curtain where my thoughts deceive, ever looking for peace as the storm watched me leave. Forever looking for peace while the storm watched me leave.
Out where the wagon wheel drifts on crescent moon dust, under the oak by the river, you swore our love was just. I can still feel the weave of your scarf red as setting sun. On an old porch swing in silence, our two hearts beat as one. Oh, how the winds whisper your name through the pines, carrying tales of a love lost like old forgotten mines. Each turn of the wheel, a memory fades away into the dust of the trails where we once lay. Now the oak's grown tall, shadows stretch like years, gravel roads wear the rains of 1,000 lonesome tears. That cabin stands empty like the hollow in my chest, the saddle unworn by you, the one who knew me best. Oh, how the winds whisper your name through the pines, carrying tales of a love lost like old forgotten mines. Each turn of the wheel, a memory fades away into the dust of the trails where we once lay. As the sunset fires burn out into twilight's deep side, I reckon hearts like ours were meant to say goodbye. But in every drifting cloud or star that evening unveils, there's a glint of your smile in the wagon wheel trails. Oh, how the winds whisper your name through the pines, echo in the heartbreak where once you were mine. The wheel turns, the dust settles under night's veil, leaving me wandering forever on your trail, forever on your trail, darling, where love never fails.
In the shadow of the oak by the creek, where the wildflowers grow, I found an old flannel shirt, soft and worn from the high plains snow. It whispers secrets of our youth, neath the vast Wyoming skies, where we
we chase the horizon on horseback, with hope in our wild eyes. Flannel shirts shut the door on the love that lives no more. Underneath the porch light fading to the night, hear the screen doors gentle creak. Feels like it's just you and me, but it's just the wind soft moan through the pines, calling me home. Now the saddles gather dust, the cabin silent and warm. Gravel roads lead to memories. In the twilight I'm torn. That scarf you left behind is frayed, like the trails we used to roam. Each thread a memory fading in the twilight of what we'd known. Flannel shirts shut the door on the life we had before. Echoes on the old wood floor, whispers of a distant shore. Hear the screen door's lonesome cry under the solemn silver sky. Once a haven, now forlorn. In the silence, I'm reborn. Rain taps on the window glass like the rhythm of your heart. Every drop a symphony of the days now torn apart. In the stillness there I see the ghost of what could not be held. In the scent of rain, wet earth, the fortress of my solitude. So flannel shirts shut the door, but I'll keep what I adore. In the seams your laughter stored, in the threads our love implored. With the sunset's dying light, I'll ride these lands alone tonight. The prairies wide, my heart's the guide, past the places we reside. And I'll carry on with the dust my witness till my sorrows are gone. Like that old flannel shirt in the breeze, just sways, softly closing the door on those long lost days. There's a cabin by the whispering poplar grove, where the sun paints gold on the dust below. I met her wild soul in shadows that roam by the shattered glass where that old door closed. Her laugh was a melody soft and close, echoing across the valley where the lone wind blows. Shattered glass, the door slammed shut, echoes of her footsteps in my heart they cut. Every creak of the wood, a reminder of us. Now it's just the oak tree and that old red rust. The scarf she left still smells like rain, hangs on a hook, just ain't the same. The gravel road whispers she ain't coming back. But we used to walk, now just my lone tracks. Time's cruel hands tore away our dreams, left me with the silence and the creek's soft screams. Shattered glass, the door slammed shut, echoes of her footsteps in my heart they cut. Every creak of the wood, a reminder
it's just the oak tree and that old red rust. Underneath the starlit cloak, the night sky knows all the secrets whispered where the cold wind blows. If love's wild land is where we used to roam, why do these empty rooms feel more like home? Shattered glass, the door's still there. Faded paths in this old wooden chair. If memories are all that the heart can trust, I'll walk these silent halls through the dust and gust till time shuts the door on this heart so torn. In the cabin by the poplars where love was born and worn. The strings fade out like the last rays of a setting sun, and the silence that fills the air has more to say than words ever could. The cowboy turns hat in hand, walking slowly back to the life that calls beyond the hills. In the shadow of the canyon, where the oak tree stands alone, I found your scarf, the one you wore, now faded, frayed, and blown. The wind whispers secrets through the branches overhead, echoes of the sweet words to me you once had said. Oh, the wind whispers low beneath the coyote's cry, where the riverbeds run dry under the vast unending sky. My heart lies buried in the rugged dusty plains, where the silent sunsets bleed and only your memory remains. These gravel roads, they twist and turn past porches old and worn, each creaking board a testament to vows once sweetly sworn. The time it rode a swifter steed took you far from these wild lands, left me roaming solo with just shadows holding hands. Oh, the wind whispers low beneath the coyote's cry, where the riverbeds run dry under the vast unending sky. My heart lies buried in the rugged dusty plains, where the silent sunsets bleed and only your memory remains. I've worn my sorrow like an old leather saddle, riding trails of solitude, too lonesome to straddle. But every gust, every storm that I weather ties me stronger, the ghost of your tether. So let the wind whisper soft, let it howl, let it moan. I'll walk these empty cabins, these forgotten roads alone, as the dust claims the day with a deep purple sigh. I'm a shadow in the sunset with no tears left to cry, where the paths fade away in the lands you once roamed. The wind whispers your name, my heart's final home. In the shadow of the old oak tree, where our names were carved for eternity, the sunset bleeds through skies like a wound, where once our love under starlit tunes danced on whispers of the prairie wind, in that quiet town where my dreams had been. And the dust walked away with my heart in its shoes, down gravel roads under twilight's bruise. Every step on that trail where we used to lay echoes a song of the love that strayed, as the silence screams under moon's cold sway. Darling, the dust walked away. Now the porch swings empty, the laughter gone. Old cabin's windows face the dawn alone, where we sipped on summer like it never ends. Now only raindrops come to attend. Your scarf still hangs on the cedar frame, a testament to love and its fleeting claim. And the dust walked away with my heart in its shoes, down gravel roads where memories bruise. Every step on that trail where we used to lay whispers goodbye to the dreams that decay, as the stars hide away in the sky's gray fray. Darling, the dust walked away. In the heart's quiet echo, I count the cost. Yes, the dust walked away with my sorrows in tow, across lonely plains where the cold winds blow. Every step on that path where our love once lay marks a chapter of past in the dusk's gentle sway, as the world turns to gold at the end of the day. Darling, forever the dust walked away. On the edge of the Calico Basin, under shadows of oak trees grown wild, I found a scar faded red like the sunset, where once laughter danced soft and mild. Her voice still haunts every whisper of the wind that sweeps through this place, where gravel roads kiss the dust of my boots, and I long for a long vanished grace. The canyon held tight to our secrets in the echoes of old coyote cries, where the riverbed's dry but remembers tears from the stars falling out of my skies. Saddles and memories both weathered and worn on this trail where her laughter once lied. The canyon held tight, oh so tight to her light, as the sun slowly dipped and died. These hills recall each step we wandered through wildflowers that now no longer bloom. An empty cabin with its porch still swaying holds a ghost of your perfume. I ride these paths alone
whispers of what we once were, in a land too rugged, too sublime. The canyon held tight to our secrets in the echoes of old coyote cries, where the riverbed's dry but remembers tears from the stars falling out of my skies. Saddles and memories both weathered and worn on this trail where laughter once lied. The canyon held tight, oh so tight to her light, as the sun slowly dipped and died. Now the dust settles deep as the twilight encroaches, and the oak trees cast shadows like old lonesome coaches. Each night under stars, I confess to the skies, I'm just a shadow that's lost where the old river lies. The canyon holds tight and I can't seem to free the bonds of her memory fading with me. As dusk pulls the curtain and night claims the cries, the canyon holds tight just like the goodbye. Oh, the canyon still whispers, echoes entwined, of the love once lived here and now left behind. I found your boots still by the door, the ones you wore in '94. Your coat still hangs where you'd let it rest, that scent of pine still on your vest. But what I touched with shaking hand was that old scarf I knit by land, the red one with the frayed up ends you wore through blizzard storms and bends. The scarf still smells like you, like hay and smoke and morning dew. I held it close, I breathed it in, and let my tears fall from my chin. You may be gone, but that thread's true, still wrapped in love. The scarf still smells like you. You said it scratched, you said it itched, wore it still through every ditch. I saw it once near Canyon Cold, wrapped around your neck, fighting the bolt. Now it's folded on our chair, the one you fixed when legs gave scared. And every time I pass that seat, I swear I hear your boots repeat. The scarf still smells like you, like coffee mugs and campfires hue. I press it soft against my chest to hush this ache that will not rest. No need for gold, no grand ado, you left me warm. The scarf still smells like you. I'd let your things go, but I said no, 'cause some threads hold more than wool can show. The scarf still smells like you, like laughter caught in sunset's blue. I'll keep it close till my time's due, then bring it with me straight to you. No grave too far, no stars to view. I'll find you where the skies turn new, and bring the scarf that still smells like you.